Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of South by Sudvest. If you've been enjoying the series so far, you masochists, make sure you drop a like down below and maybe leave a comment for the algorithm to pick up so more people get to enjoy this content as well. So we need to talk about Elversberg. When I embarked on this challenge, I did so not realizing the absolute dearth of talent that there would be in the Saarland region. As you can see in front of you, we are currently 6 matches into the season. We are currently in dead last on 3 points. I will show you how we got there. And the transfer window is closed, and I'll show you what we were able to do. And I say that because it ain't much. So coming into our schedule, you saw us lose 3-1 to Darmstadt. We persisted with the 4-2-2. I'm sorry. We lost 3-1 to Hansa Rostock. We lost 2-1 to Darmstadt. An own goal off of Tim Boss. This was kind of a weird one, but hey, things happen. That made it 1-1. Manuel Feil did manage to score for us and managed to score. We'll talk about that in a second. But Marvin Melheim in the 70th minute did put Darmstadt ahead. Defensively, we were doing okay until the DFB Pokal, where we went on the road to Osnabrück in our division, a bottom table team in our division, and we got absolutely blown out of the water on the scoreboard. It was relatively even throughout. It just was, again, not pretty. We were under fire. They managed 4 shots on target, scored on 3 of them. Really, I knew things were going to be bad when we went down in stoppage time in the first half. As you can see from the match momentum, it was basically all Osnabrück. We got a little bit in the beginning of the second half. It just was not enough. So we went back to our old friend, the 5-3-2. And like I said, when we were lucky to score, let's just say it's been a while. We managed a 0-0 draw against Paderborn on the road. Lots of matches on the road. Now, we were under siege again for a decent amount of this match. And as you can see from the XG, it was absolutely dominated by Paderborn as we were trying to get back into our old ways. We moved Robin Fellhauer into that center position because as we were looking at the stats, Zickinger just was not doing it in the air defensively in that spot. So we have moved him up, or at least have moved him up, more on that in a little bit, into the defensive midfield position. Then we were home against St. Pauli. Second verse, same as the first. Now, however, we did start to turn things on. We did start to get a little bit better. We managed 13 shots to their 4. 6 of them on target. Possession, though, was still majorly tilted toward St. Pauli, but that's because we're trying to go a little bit more direct, a little bit, than we were last year, trying to make something happen. Sadly, nothing happened, but a second consecutive clean sheet for Tim Boss. Then we traveled to Wolfsburg, and man, even though the XG tells one story, this ultimately was a very close match for the most part. I mean, Wolfsburg obviously had the better of us through the first 75 minutes or so, and then we really did start to turn things on because we decided to turn up the heat. But Jorginho Ruder, 94th minute, absolute backbreaker. We thought we were going to come away with our 3rd consecutive draw and our 3rd consecutive clean sheet, but it was not meant to be. So we just did that again the next time at home against Hertha Berlin. Now, Hertha Berlin was at the top of the table, and I think they still may be there, but we took on the first place team and we held them to a 0-0 draw. But what this has meant is we have not scored in our last 5 matches. And I just don't know where the goals are going to come from. We did make a couple of moves. Nobody really went out. We'll get to these in a moment. We brought in essentially the best players we could, whether for now or in the future. So 2,100 to FC Saarbrücken for Alexander Schäfer. Striker, not much of a finisher. We hopefully are going to work on him with that, but he's got a ton of potential. He could go very far. He's got a good personality. His technical ability is good. He's versatile because he can play the 10 as well. Not that that's necessarily a position that we use a whole heck of a lot. Great composure, good work rate. He's fit, decent amount of pace, not terrible, but okay for this level. We have loaned him back. He's 17 years old. We loaned him back to Saarbrücken for the remainder of the year because he was not going to be playing here. $25,500 for another 17-year-old Manfred Hector, also from Saarbrücken. And he is mainly a defensive midfielder. He could play center back. He could play right back. He's okay. Center back, obviously, not really an option at 5'11". Again, great teamwork, decent positioning and marking for someone his age. Good decision-making, which is important. We have been having a lot of trouble with our decision-making recently, and I like the bravery as well. Polygon looks pretty good. We have also loaned him back to FC Saarbrücken. We finally did manage to get Buhar Vachiri. Now, I was trying to sign him. He's primarily a right winger. I was trying to sign him when we were playing a system that had wide players in an advanced position. Obviously, that is no longer the case, but he is 6'3". Decent amount of pace, good jumping reach, good technique. His long shots aren't great. Dribbling's okay. Good amount of flair, decent off the ball. He's got leadership ability. He's 17 years old, and we got him for like 32,500. We did not loan him back. He is 17. He is going to be a part of our team, just not yet because he literally arrived on deadline day and immediately suffered from shin splints. He's seeing a specialist right now. Hopefully, he will be back in a month. And finally, we picked up another midfielder. He's kind of versatile. He can go all over the place. This is Paul Henrich. He's got a decent amount of reputation to him, 20 years old. We picked him up from Hoffenheim for $135,000. So we spent a little bit of money, but we have money to spend and not a lot to spend it on. Work rate, teamwork, like everything's pretty good. I like his first touch. I like his dribbling ability. And he's got some pace to him, 5'10", so he really isn't great in the air. Hopefully we will find a place for him. How are we looking? Well, our training facilities are okay. Youth facilities, we have upped our youth recruitment finally. I believe this was a 6 last time we spoke to each other. We're up to a 9. So hopefully, the only thing that's going to be the saving grace of this save is that we are hopefully going to be able to start getting in some talent in our youth intakes. We just have not done so. We're going to stick with the same lineup because, again, clean sheets. We have 3 points from 3 draws, all of them clean sheets. I will take that. Boss he's been a rock for us. I don't know where we would be without him. He's going to be starting in goal. It's going to be a back 3 of Aaron Manu, Fellhauer, and Rafael Adieli. Samir Shaheen is going to be at the base of the midfield, which means that our good friend, Mr. Sickinger, he's also injured, is not going to be factoring into this match. Ahead of him is going to be Yannick Rocheld, who's been doing a pretty good job. We have been messing with some of the roles here as well, just to try to get a little bit more offensive output out of these positions. And we dropped our wingbacks both back on the support duty, just in case to be a little bit more defensively solid. Neubauer and Rizzuto are going to be the wings. It's going to be Rocheld and Derholtz ahead of Shaheen, and then Schnellbacher and Martinovic up front with Kai Brunker finally back from suspension behind them. But as you see, we have scored 2 goals all season long. Manuel Feil, Luka Derholtz, and I believe they both came in the first 2 matches of the season. We've been goalless in 5, and we are hoping against all hope that we can actually pull something out. We're taking on Jann Regensberg. They are in 17th. So they are right ahead of us. We could go as high as, I believe, 11th. If we are able to manage to pull out 3 points from this one. If we don't, I don't know. The season 3 may be our final season of this save. And that makes me super sad because I like the idea. I love the concept and I'm enjoying the team in general. If we could actually make signings, I think we could be really, really good someday. But right now, we're having trouble. Fellhauer wanted to leave. Couldn't find a deal for him. Neubauer desperately wanted to leave. We were only able to make deals for loans for him, which he rejected all of them. And then we, of course, failed in fulfilling our promise of selling him as soon as possible because he turned down those deals. But all of those deals did have mandatory fees. So they were a loan for the year with a mandatory fee at the end of the year. And he said no to the 2 offers we got in. So at that point, I'm like, I don't know what you're expecting of me. So he's here. So all of our good players want to leave. We can't bring in any of the top talent, the limited top talent, Florian Ballas. That's someone I wanted. Florian Ballas, I wanted him. Could I sign him? No. He had absolutely no desire to join us, and he has just put Jann Regensberg up by a score of 1-0 off of the corner. We're getting nothing done on set pieces. We are generating absolutely nothing. We're going to go back to the positive mentality. I might just start throwing everybody forward. I just don't know what the solution is at this point. All the tinkering that we've done has led to basically nothing. And the formation that was so successful for us last year, yes, I have made some tweaks with the roles, but I don't feel like I've done enough of that to really have this much of an impact on our results. We have 0 shots on goal so far. I mean, we the overlaps on, passing space we've had on, passing directness. Here we're higher tempo, getting nothing done. We're going to lower that. We're going to go slightly more direct. We're going to take off passing the space. That doesn't seem to be working. I don't know if we hit early crosses. Sure, let's do that. Try that for the second half. Because anything has got to be better than our first half. We just did not take any shots whatsoever. And I'm starting to feel like this is just a fool's errand for us. Our team all our team is a year older. And we really just have not gotten any better. And that is an absolute shame. And I don't quite know where we're supposed to go from here. And try Bronker in there. I didn't even put the new guy on the bench. That's fantastic. Let's get Gindorf in place of Luca Derholz. I don't know. We're just going to sit back as we see absolutely 0 highlights. 1 shot on a .03 XG. And a team that has done almost as little as we have is just absolutely making us look terrible. And I really just can't explain it. I think, because I don't believe I've saved the tactic since. So I think we're going to go in. But I never saved it. I was all set to go back to what we were doing. But I'm going to have to do a little research for that. Can we get it? Hell if I know. Maslow to the near side. Hagman. I know I feel like I am all like doom and gloom. Oh, taken away by Rochelt. Then he loses it. Brunker, though. Submit Shaheen. Ginsdorf. Let's go. Gindorf. Out wide. Neubauer's he's got to circle back. Manu. Neubauer. Back to the goal. So we're seating position again. Laying it all the way back to Boss. Don't end the highlight, please, on the recycle. Thank you very much. Adieli. finds Martinovic, keeps it away from his two defenders, Rizzuto. So much for hitting early crosses. Played out, Martinovic taken out. Penalty. Our best opportunity at a goal, I swear to God, in like 3 matches. It has just been such an abysmal watching experience getting to this point in the save. I'm so glad I didn't show you any of... Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We can't even score a freaking penalty, man. Unbelievable. Rochelt in, headed... Oh. And now we commit the foul. This is just insane. Who else can we run out there? Let's see. Let's get Rizzuto out of there. Manuel File is coming in. We'll get Joshua Mies in for the disenchanted Maurice Neubauer. Look, we're winning the XG battle now. We're winning the XG battle now. Oh my God, let's... Oh, that's not what I want to hit. I want to go to the tactic here. We're going all out, my friends. On attack. Fellhauer, let's make him the libero on support. Ball winning midfielder, support, attack. Attack. Oh, hell, let's just get 2 of them in there. No, that's really not his role. Make him a target forward on attack. Just bomb everything forward. You know, few more things. Let's, more direct. Let's go. 10 minutes. Confirm those changes. Now we're going to concede right away. I can't believe we missed the frickin' penalty. The team right now is just absolutely dead in the water. Our dynamics were okay, but then they became abysmal. Why? Because all of our best players were complaining that they wanted to leave. Gindorf, come on. File! Saved by Gebhardt. Corner. We still have 6 minutes to go, plus stoppage time. So, like, guys like Neubauer wanted to go, and then the team leaders were like, you should just let him go. And I'm like, I have nobody to play in his place. It's him or Joshua Mies, and I have no problem with Joshua Mies, but he is not a natural left wingback. Period. We threw him back there because we could. Because he technically can play it, but it's not his bag, baby. He was mainly playing as a striker and a right wing for us. Come on, File. Clearing it. Rochelt's got it. Rochelt, freaking do something, man. You have just been absolutely worthless. Like, I gave you another shot. And the only reason I gave him another shot, by the way, is because I couldn't sell him. I told you I wanted to sell him. I did a whole video where, like, the centerpiece was let's get rid of Yannick Rochelt, because he just has no place on the team. Then I tried to build a tactic that he could play in, and we absolutely crapped the bed with that. Saito over the top. Looks over. Bessio. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. That was one of the absolute weakest goals, and I honestly, I want to just hit, like, end match. You can see I've tried. I tinker. I make changes. I'm working on my tinkering. Making adjustments in match based on what I'm seeing. Based on what needs to happen. And it is just not paying off. So, yeah, we couldn't even score a penalty. Luckily, we are only 3 points away from safety, so all is not completely lost. But we're getting these after every match. Goalless Schnellbacher, 17 hours without a goal. 10 matches for Bronker, 7 without a win. We don't have a win yet this season. Are we going to be able to find a win? I don't know. We're going to move forward to November, see if we're even still employed by then. We're going to take on newly relegated Bochum. They're mid-table right now. Let's see what happens. The good news is we have picked up points in 3 of the 7 matches we played. It's just not enough. If you enjoyed that, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hopefully we're still employed when we come back next time with more South by Sudvest. Until then, bye-bye.